Hi children, how are you all? All are fine, good, isn't it? Yes, very good. Now children, once you look around you, wherever you are, you just look around. You can see many objects, isn't it? Just look around your house or your school or wherever you are sitting. When we look around, we can see some things around us. Can you name some things around you? When we look around the objects we see, can you name them? If you are at house, you can see tables, chairs, lights, fan. You can see your parents, the TV. When you come out, then you can see some animals. You can see plants, trees. You can see stone. You can see sand, etc. So there are many things around us, we say, isn't it? So that's our topic for today. Lesson 13. Things around us. Things around us. So there are many things around us where we are living, isn't it, children? As you said now, many things. Okay. So among these things, some things are made by man, made by human beings, made by man. Okay. Like chairs, tables, pencils. These are some things that made by man. Okay. So these things are called the things which are made by man. They are called man-made things because they are made by man only, right? Man-made things. So there are many things like that. Fan, lights, many things which are made by man. So the things which made by man, they are man-made things, we say. The other things, like when you see around, you can see plants, I said, trees, animals, stone, sand. You can see sun, stars and all, isn't it? So these are the things which are there in the nature itself. They are not made by man, isn't it? They are there in the nature. They exist in nature, isn't it, children? They are not made by man. They are there in the nature. So the things which are there in the nature or which exist in the nature, they are called natural things. Okay, natural things. The things which are not made by man. These are the things which are occurring naturally in the world or in the earth. They are not made by man. So those things are called natural things. Man-made things, I said, tables, chairs, etc. Isn't it? But natural things, we can say plants, trees, animals, then sun, moon. These are the things which exist in the nature. So they are natural things, we say, isn't it? So there are things made by man and there are things that occur, that are there in the nature, that exist in the nature. So man-made things are there and natural things are there. Okay. So these natural things, again we can divide. Why? Because here I said sun, moon, stars, etc. are natural things occurs in nature. In the natural things itself, we can say some things have life. Some things do not have life. So natural things again divided into living things and non-living things. Okay. Living things and non-living things. See children, natural things, example, plants, animals, sun, moon, stars are natural things only. But in this, plants, animals are all living things because they have life. They grow, isn't it? Plants, animals, they move, they grow, they have life, we say. What about sun, moon, stars? They do not have life, isn't it? They do not have life. So, they are non-living things. They are non-living things. Sun, moon and all, they are non-living things. So, we are talking about the things around us. There are many things around us. Among these things, some are made by man and some are not made by man. They are exist in the nature itself. So we can classify them into two: man-made things and natural things. Man-made things are like ball, bat, chairs, table, pen, pencil, etc. They are all man-made things made by man. And there are natural things like which are there in the nature, in the world, as it is, like in the nature, exists in the nature itself, isn't it? Like plants, trees, sun, moon, stars, etc. They are natural things, we say. Stones, soil, water, they are all natural things. They are there in the nature itself. They are not made by man. So, in the natural things, we can say there are things that have life and there are things that do not have life. So, things that have life, they are living things, and things that do not have life are non-living things. So, today children, we are going to learn about these man-made things, natural things, and the classification of natural things like living and non-living things, their features, or we say the characteristics, the functions in detail. Okay children? So children, lesson 13, things around us. Time to warm up. Read the following sentences. Circle all the living and non-living things. Sachin hits the ball to 4. Sachin hits the ball to 4. In this sentence, can you see a living thing and a non-living thing? Living thing means things that have life, we say, isn't it? So here Sachin, who is Sachin? He is a person, a human being, like us, isn't it? So we have life, we are living, isn't it? We will grow. So Sachin is a living thing, we say, isn't it? Then what about he hits the ball to 4? Can you find any non-living thing here? Yes, ball. This is a non-living thing, isn't it? So you have to underline. Next sentence. Raju is kicking the ball. Again, ball. It's a non-living thing. Raju is living thing. Yes. Next, Rani is writing with a pen. Here Rani is a living thing and pen is, yes, non-living thing. We see many trees around us. Trees, they are living things. There is no living, non-living thing in that sentence. Only one living thing is that is trees. Okay, so this ball, pen, they are non-living things, and Sachin, Raju, Rani, people, they are human beings, they are, and trees, they are all living things. Okay, now next, time to know. The world around us is filled with variety of things. There are different kinds of things in the world. We see different kinds of things like plants, birds, people, trees, mountains, chairs, tables, televisions, books, clothes, etc. These are the variety of things we see, or different things that we see around. We already know that our world is made up of living and non-living things. Our world is made up of living things as well as non-living things, isn't it? The world we are living, we have many things around us. In that, living things are there, things that have life, and non-living things are there, the things that do not have life. Living things have basic needs such as air, water, food and shelter if they are to survive. Means living things like us, we need water, we need food. Then only we can live in the world, in the earth, isn't it? Without food and water, how can we live? Then we need shelter, means we need a house to live, we need to wear clothes. These are the basic needs of a living thing. Air, water, food and shelter. These are the basic things that we need to live. Different animals have different characteristics that help them to survive. Animals, there are different animals are there, they have different features. Plants require water and nutrients to grow. Plants, they need air, they need water, they need nutrients to grow. We should provide them good soil, good water the plants always, and only they grow, isn't it? So these are the things plants need to grow: air, water, sunlight. Okay, so all living things like us, we, then animals, plants, they all need some things to live. Air, water, it's shelter, they are common, isn't it? All these things are not of the same kind. These can be divided into two main classes. First is man-made things. The things which are made by man are called man-made things. These are example of man-made things. Things that are made by man. They are, as I said to you earlier, they are man-made things. Example, chair. Then table. Then telephone, television, radio, car, aeroplane, roads, etc. These are the things that are made by man. Okay. Now coming to the natural things, the things which occur in nature, the things which are in the nature. They are called natural things. The common examples of natural things are plants, trees, sun, moon, stars, dog, horse, clouds, rocks, etc. These are the things that are in the nature itself. So they are called natural things. They are not made by man, isn't it? Natural things can be classified into two types. That also we have seen, isn't it? They are living things, then non-living things. So we are going to learn in detail about this living things, non-living things, its characteristics, features, etc. Okay, children? So the first one is living things. Living things. Let's see what are the characteristics of these living things. Living things grow and reproduce. Living things grow, we will grow, isn't it? We eat food, we grow. Animals eat food, they grow. Plants, food means via water and sunlight are the food of the plants, isn't it? So living things grow and reproduce. They produce young ones. Animals, they produce their babies, isn't it? They have babies, then they will grow, then again they produce babies. Human beings also same, isn't it? Baby grows into a boy, then boy into a young man, into a big person. Then again he will produce another, like they produce young ones, babies. Human beings produce babies, isn't it? Okay. Humans and animals produce young ones through various methods. There are different methods the way they produce young ones. Plants also have the ability to reproduce. Plants also produce young ones. So we say plants also produce a new small plant. How? Through seeds, stems, etc. Isn't it? Okay. After a period of time, all living things mature and die. Living things produce young ones. They will grow. Then they get mature, then last they die. Non-living things do not grow, reproduce or die. Non-living things, chair, table, pen, they can't grow. They won't grow and they won't die also. They don't have life at all, isn't it? So they have shown the pictures of living things. Children, a small boy, a puppy or a dog, a plant. These are all living things, isn't it? We come across both living and non-living things in our daily lives. In our daily life, we can see many living things and non-living things also around us. Sometimes it is very easy to differentiate between the two. Sometimes it's very easy to differentiate, to find the difference between living things and non-living things. Sometimes it is very easy, but at times it is difficult. There are many features and factors which makes living things different from non-living things. Living things and non-living things are different, that we know. So which are the factors or features that make them different? Let's see. Okay. Living things, as the name suggests, are lively and active. Living things, that name itself is the living, lively. They are so active. Then they are made up of cells. Cells means what? Cells are the basic structure. Or we say all living things are made up of one or more cells. They are composed of cells, we say. Cells. They are made up of cells, small cells. C-E-L-L-S, cells. Cells are the basic unit of life, we say. Okay. They provide the structure of the body. They take the nutrients from the food. We eat food. And from the food, cells, there are different types of cells are there inside our body. Our body is made up of different types of cells. When we eat food, the nutrients from the food, the cells take up the nutrients and they gives us energy. Okay. Then because of that energy, we are able to do many work. We can move, we can jump, we can dance, we can play. So inside there are many functions are there in our body. There are different parts are there, internally and externally, inside and outside. So the different functions are going on. So how these functions are going on? Because of this cells. Okay. Exhibit characteristics of life. Like means cells. They are made up of cells. Cells means they give us life. Okay. Like growth. We grow. Then movement. We move. Reproduction. Human beings produce young ones. Mother give birth to a small child, isn't it? Then response to stimulus. Response to stimulus means we react. Suppose we when we touch a hot body, hot surface, suddenly we'll take the hand. It's so hot, we say. Stimulus, react, we'll react, isn't it? Then they response to stimulus, they evolve. Okay. So stimulus is what? Anything makes an organism to react. Okay, that reaction. Okay, that is called stimulus. Then what else? And require energy for daily activities. So cells means what? They provide the structure of the body, I said. When we eat food, they take the nutrients from our food. They provide us energy for our growth, movement, for all the functions of the body. Some of the daily life examples of living things around us are human beings, animals, plants and microorganisms. These are the examples of living things. Human beings, we ourselves, then plants, animals. Then small organisms are there living here. Bacteria, fungus, we say. Small microorganism, we say. They are also living things, we say. Small one. We won't be able to see it actually. Small, it is very small. They are called microorganisms. They are also living things. So, living things the features of living things. They can grow. G-R-O-W. They can grow. Then, they have babies. They produce young ones, we say. They produce young ones, so they have babies. Then make seeds. Make seeds means plants grow into new plant. If we plant a small plant, or by how we put seed the soil, it grows into a new plant. Then it will grow into a tree. Then other features, they move. They not only grow, they move also. They drink. Then they eat, isn't it? So these are the features of living things. They grow, they move, they eat, they drink, they produce young ones, or they have babies, isn't it? These are the features of living things. What all things they can do. Living things can do all these things. Okay. So living things are the things that have life. Example, plants, animals, human beings, we are all living things. We can grow, or living things reproduce, we say. They produce young ones. They produce babies, we say. Plants, small plant grow into a new plant. Okay. Then human beings, mother give birth to a child. Animals give birth to young ones. So they reproduce, isn't it? Then they move. They can move here and there, isn't it? So these are the features of living things. Okay. Then living things are made up of cells, I said. Cells means they are the basic unit of life. They give us growth, exhibit the characteristics of life, we say. Means growth, movement. Then the food we eat, we get nutrients from that. Cells takes these nutrients and they give us energy to grow. Okay.